Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. And today we want to share a video on the update on this farm, which is based on water gutters. Basically, water gutters we are meant to be used for construction. I've shared a number of videos on this water gutter concept, and I will not get tired of sharing more videos to show this amazing growth based on simple concept of hydroponics and the concept of water gutters, implying that you don't need to buy complicated systems or hydroponic systems to grow plants hydroponically. So you can see this growth is amazing. All the plants are healthy. All the 200 plants here are very healthy. We have different varieties of lettuce here. You can see we have different types of lettuce, and I'll keep sharing how we made these systems. You can see this, the fastener here. The fastener is attached to the wall, as you can see behind there. So this is where the water gutter sits, and you have to make sure that the water gutter is leveled. You have to get a level so that water will be leveled when you put your net caps. These are the net caps. You can even make your own net caps. These are locally made net caps. I mean, we need to save money by localizing things around us. So these are net caps which are locally made, and even the growing medium is locally made. So everything is locally made, apart from the water gutters, which are made by the plastic factories, but you can buy them from a hardware shop. So you can see there is water inside. You remember hydroponics is about soilless farming. You don't need soil, and this top part here, this one here, is called foam board, but you can also use hydrofoam, or you can use plywood, but plywood won't last for long. If you can ask around foam board, you'll be able to get foam board, but plywood can as well work. Or you can buy a pipe and heat it and flatten it, and it's the one you can put on top of this. So yeah, this is the future of farming. There's no need for soil. You need very, very little space. I mean, just imagine this is a wall. It will be your farm for a very long time. It's just a matter of putting water in water gutters, and once you harvest, you can always replace. You can even harvest these leaves. Just harvest leaves such that the plant can continue growing to give you more leaves. But again, you don't want to overgrow it, because as this lettuce grows to bigger, mature lettuce, they become a little sour. But right now, the lettuce is so sweet. You can see the leaves are very, very, very healthy. And what we are doing here, we are using nutrients. You just need NPK. You don't need to bother yourselves with complicated nutrients. Of course, people will tell you this is the best nutrient. Of course, they will tell you this is the best for this plant, but NPK alone is enough. NPK 17, 17, 17, or NPK 19, 19, 19. What you just have to do, you put 1 spoon of NPK in 10 liters of water. That's it. You don't need to complicate things. You don't need to make it difficult for yourself. The things are easy, and this lettuce is based on only NPK. So, talking about the future, all urban farming, hydroponics supports urban farming very, very well, because this can be a wall on a flat. This can be a wall on your house. So hydroponics supports urban farming, and also hydroponics doesn't require a lot of space. Hydroponics farming, you don't need to spray any fungicides or pesticides. I've never sprayed anything on these plants, and they are clean. There is no single insect, no single disease on these plants. So it is time for us to embrace hydroponic farming if we are to manage the problem of food security. This farming technique can be applied anywhere, even if it is in a desert, as long as you can access water. It uses only 5% of the water that you would use in this traditional farming, or open land farming. So you just need 5%, 5 to 10% of water. So you can see this type of farming is in line with the SDGs of the United Nations. If we talk about some of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs means Sustainable Development Goals, you can see we are trying to manage climate. For example, we don't need to cut down trees to harvest these kind of vegetables. It is also in line with zero hunger. People will have food, enough food to feed the families, to feed themselves with healthy food. It is also in line with so many other sustainable development goals, and this is what we call sustainable agriculture. It is an agriculture that even supports what we call circularity. Circularity means that instead of throwing away the rice husks, you get the rice husks and carbonize them, and you convert them into what we call biochar, which can be used for growing plants hydroponically. This is what we call carbonized rice husks. This is carbonized rice husks. Carbonized in the sense that it has been converted into biochar. Of course, most of us, we think in terms of buying a growing medium like cockpit, vermiculite, but those are very expensive. Why not get wood chip and carbonize it. You can look up for videos about carbonization or pyrolysis. It's the same thing. So you can always carbonize, and you'll be able to make your own growing medium. You can get a sack of wood dust or wood chips from a lumber, from a workshop that deals in furniture, and they give you maybe 2 sacks, but when you carbonize them, they reduce in size. The 2 sacks can become 1 sack, a sack like 1 bag, a big bag. But again, you can see 1 sack of carbonized biochar will serve you for a very long time, and you can even reuse it. So the future of farming is going to be based on this hydroponics, which we need to adopt. Maybe you can ask me why, what else can we grow? Why are you only showing us lettuce? You can grow all the leafy vegetables, arugula, kale, basil, in this kind of farming. It is not rocket science. You don't need even to bother yourself with complicated pumps that you need desaturating water. No, there are no pumps here, but you look at the growth. Amazing. This is what we call a crack system of hydroponics farming. It doesn't require a pump. It is a passive system, meaning that the water doesn't need to be moving from one place to another. Of course, there are other methods of hydroponics. There is NFT, but cracker is good for you in terms of setting up what we call a kitchen garden. So yes, we need to get into this mode of making sure that we grow our greens, and by growing our greens hydroponically, we'll be able to know that we are eating leafy vegetables that are safe from pesticides, fungicides, which at times are very dangerous to our health. The beauty about this farming, once you harvest, for example, this one, you harvest, for example, this one here, you just replace with a new seedling. You can always have your seedlings somewhere, maybe kept, and you just replace. It is very easy. Of course, it requires just a few minutes of your time in a day. Of course, in terms of convenience, sometimes we don't want to be inconvenienced, but by sparing maybe 20 minutes a day to check on your farm, it's good enough for you to save money, to eat even food that you are sure of, that you make sure that the food is grown by yourself. And yes, the farm is good, is healthy, and let's embrace it. I have a number of videos on how I made all these. You can refer to my previous videos and follow me for more videos. You'll keep posting and posting and posting, and people will get more knowledge about hydroponics. So you'll be able to learn how I made this. Some people use pipes. Like this one is a pipe which I converted into a square pipe. It's not so straight, but it doesn't matter anyway, so long as it holds water. You can see how I bent it this side. I bent it so that the water doesn't go out. So even if you don't make it square, it will do the job. It's a question of buying a pipe, hit it at the side, bend it like that upwards, and you make sure that the net cap holes are drilled such that the net caps can sit in. As simple as that. If you don't have a drill, you can as well use a simple blade, or you can get a drill from a neighbor who can help you, and you drill the holes. You can get you can go to a store and buy a gadget that can drill this circle. You can as well use a hot knife to cut slowly. And the sky is the limit. Creativity matters here. What matters is creativity. So I think I've talked enough about this hydroponic setup, and maybe I'll show you other setups which you can also adopt. But let's embrace the future of farming. If you need me to come and train your people in the area, you can contact me, and I'll be able to come and support you, especially people maybe who live in a community and they need to feed their families. People who live in displaced people that may need to grow food in this form. So this is what I had to share. We have other setups here. You can see this is another setup which I need to share with you. This one is based on a little pump, but again, shouldn't worry about pumps. It's the same setup that side. Then there is another setup here. Again, this is based on a pump. You can see the growth is good, especially this one's up. Where we've been, the growth is better because of the light. Then there is another setup that side. This is a commercial setup. This is a commercial setup. It's bigger. This is commercial. This is again very simple setup based on hydroform with the buckets. Why not have such a simple farm at your balcony? Okay, so this is another setup based on again, it's based on a little pump. This is another setup again based on a pump. Then there is this one here, which actually doesn't even use any nutrients. What we are using is we are using decomposed stuff from the kitchen, which we put up there. So this is a stack of the stack of buckets. You can see the bottom one. We use it to collect the water that flows through. But yeah, the plants are coming through very well. They are growing very well. So we have so many setups. There is another one here. Okay, so again, this one you can see, you can make it yourself. Very easy to make it. Okay, then there is this we just made. These are vertical towers. They are not going to be based on a pump. They are going to be based on a simple irrigation system. This is the irrigation system we are applying here. A drip, very easy drip irrigation system. You can see water dripping in. So it's just a question of adding water into that bottle, and you'll have your plants growing. You can see the growth here is very, very, very good. So I think this is what I have to share. However, we also have one here which we are trying to apply and then that side there. So this is what I have to share with you. Thank you very much, and I look forward to sharing more videos in the area of hydroponics. Please follow for more, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to sharing more content like my videos. Bye for now.